A rare sight in a nation where pro-American sentiment is the norm. These protesters believe the Obama administration is putting unjust pressure on Israel to freeze the construction of Jewish settlements in the occupied West Bank. Israel sees its West Bank settlements as essential to its security and claims parts of the land on the biblical belief that God promised it to the ancient Hebrews. To the United States, settlement expansion is an impediment to peace with the Palestinians. The disagreement brought relations between the two allies to a low point. In March, Israel approved new Jewish homes in East Jerusalem during a visit by Vice President Joe Biden. He condemned the move.
2 days ago, the Israeli government announced it would advance planning for new housing units in East Jerusalem. I realize this is a very touchy subject in Israel as well as my own country, but because that decision, in my view, undermined the trust required for productive negotiations, I, and at the request of President Obama, condemned it immediately and unequivocally.
Weeks later, more trouble when Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the White House. News reports said Mr. Obama snubbed the Israeli leader by leaving him and retreating upstairs for dinner. The raid in May by Israeli commandos on an aid flotilla that led to the deaths of 9 activists off the Gaza Strip further strained relations, although Mr. Obama did not publicly condemn Israel. Later, a thaw. The U.S. announced the start of new Israeli-Palestinian peace talks in September. Those talks stalled within 4 weeks after Israel refused to extend a self-imposed settlement freeze. At the end of the year, a dramatic shift as the Obama administration dropped its efforts to dissuade Israel from expanding settlements in what many saw as a boost for closer ties. Yoram Edinger is a consultant on U.S.-Israel affairs. He sees better days ahead for the U.S.-Israel friendship. In U.S. midterm elections, the Republicans won control of the U.S. House of Representatives. The new session begins in January.
Most of the roughly 100 new House members are more driven by tradition, more driven by security issues, more skeptic and hostile towards the UN, more skeptic and hostile towards Arab and Muslim regimes, and very, very much anti-terrorism. That bodes very well for enhanced U.S.-Israel strategic cooperation.
Many Israelis see ties with the U.S. as fundamentally unshakable.
Whether it's Obama or someone else, we overcome everything, even worse things than this. We will overcome this as well.
In her view, and the view of some Israelis, better relations may come beyond 2011 in 2012 if U.S. voters decide not to give Mr. Obama a second term. Luis Ramirez, VOA News, Jerusalem.